It's Week 13 of the 2024 season, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Lions and the Bears, next on Madden Football.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Such a great tradition. Thanksgiving Day in the NFL. So happy to be a part of it as well. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen here in the booth. Greg, think about it. Detroit 1934, Dallas 1966. That's where the seeds for this thing has been planted. 3 games during the day and night. Now, I love that we call it the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a player, a coach, a fan at home, or in our case, Mike, here in the booth broadcasting the game. NFL football and Thanksgiving, those two things go together. And man, how fortunate are we to have a front row seat for another special NFL tradition, John Madden Thanksgiving celebration. Let's go.
Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Lions led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
Now, Mike, at this level here in the NFL, you just rarely see the type of performance where one player on the field just stands out that much against his peers. But that's exactly what we saw out of this quarterback a week ago. I mean, throwing for all those touchdowns, that's one thing. But the fact that he was able to protect the ball in the process is what really was impressive to me. I mean, it's not like he was just out there in the backyard chucking the ball all over the place. I mean, he was methodical, cerebral, lethal with his approach. Truthfully, I have no idea how you follow up a performance like that, but I'm certainly excited to see what he has in store.
So, on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. He won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance.
He gets free. And he will score. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. His kick is good, and the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And as we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. It is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Goff. He'll get this out to the left flat. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Yeah. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
These are the type of self-inflicted wounds that the coaching staff told us about all week, Mike, and it's been a real point of emphasis. Anyone possessing the ball, whether that's on offense, defense, or in this case, special teams, protect the ball at all costs, and I can promise you they're not going to be happy with this one.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. On the ground, they go with Brooks. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. At the Bears' 36-yard line. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9. 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bears have it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Room to run past the 15. Room up the sideline at the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Goff. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Swift. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up. So we are through one on this Thanksgiving Day. It's the Bears off to the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? The Bears send out their punt team. Deep for the Lions, Kalif Raymond. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense and their running back set to go once more. And we show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. On 1st down, it's Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. At the 25-yard line. Now, Goff. That's taken in by Kalif Raymond. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Goff to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. The tight end Fant in motion. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Well, has been the case this entire 1st half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Down the field, he's got St. Brown. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Lions 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not...
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. To throw is Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
From back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on third and goal? Throwing here is Goff. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. This pass caught right side. It's Allen. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Williams to throw on second down. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They try to throw again. Here's Williams. That's to the number 9 overall pick, Rome Odunze. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Williams to the air once more. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throw it again. It's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Goff to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds or pick up a modest gain.
Working the sideline, that's St. Brown. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down.
To throw is Goff. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. This pass complete to Raymond.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
32-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. The rookie, Terrion Arnold, there on the stop. So we are at halftime in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. A number of great games coming up this holiday weekend. Of course, we begin tomorrow, the second ever Black Friday game, the Raiders, Chiefs from Arrowhead. Even more good matchups to check out in the late afternoon window. A 4 o'clock start up in Baltimore, where it'll be the Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Finally, on Monday night, Cyber Monday, put the credit card away and settle in for the Browns and Broncos from Denver. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Good one here in the NFC North, and still 2 more to come. On Thanksgiving Day, the Giants and Cowboys will follow us from Arlington. And later tonight, in the NFC North, the Packers are in action. They'll be taking on the Miami Dolphins, where Miami visits Lambeau. 8:20 Eastern. And let's not forget, tomorrow, the second ever Black Friday game. Is that a good omen? For the silver and black, we have the Raiders taking on the Chiefs at Arrowhead, and the start time on that is 3 o'clock Eastern. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Swift. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. The rookie, Terrion Arnold, there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. This one caught by Patrick. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. This one complete right side. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
They face 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The motion man is Raymond. On 2nd down, Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
At the 22-yard line.
The tight end Fant in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, that is a dream for a quarterback and a receiver. Give me time to get open, and they do for the score.
I don't care who your secondary players are, Mike. You could give me the best 5 defensive backs in the league. You cannot stress the coverage for that amount of time. You have to get after the quarterback, so hats off to the offensive line. They did their job, and the quarterback hung in there, and he found himself 1 for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. To the left side, he's got Kmet.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. It was Derek Barnes with the stop. On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. The tight end Fant in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. There's that man again. Another catch.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. 3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Goff to throw. He finds Raymond for the completion. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it with Brooks. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball, get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Goff. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. We're on to the fourth on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Throwing here is Goff. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The Bears offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, a loose football. The Lions have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Lions offense ready for this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Here's Goff. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. The tight end Fant in motion. Goff to throw on 1st down. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's a gain there of 26 yards. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone, a pickup of 6. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. That one on target to Moore. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Williams now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Gerald Everett. Touchdown, Bears. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
On is Santos for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Bears make the lead 4. It is 17-13. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. 1st and 10 now from the 36. The tight end Fant in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. The tight end Fant in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for the Lions.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Goff. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the number 1 overall pick, Caleb Williams, and the rest of the Chicago offense. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. This pass is caught by Scott. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
17.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Here we go. One final play. Now, a deep shot for Allen. So, it's a win here for the Lions. And they will get a little extra time to enjoy it on this holiday weekend as they get the job done here on Thanksgiving. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.